test their mettle, even at under 15s level, which is so remarkable against sides they meet often in the Youth Atlantic Cup and now the Youth Euros as well. A bit like Eurovision. Why not have them along? We're like Australia, although this lot playing Australia wouldn't be very productive, tends to be the end result. It's about growing the game of touch in China, and as Chris Simon said yesterday, with everything going on in Lebanon's part of the world, it is just fantastic to have them here. And talking about something else other than that part of the region, talking about their touch rugby as they keep out China again.
This is a really beautiful start from China, actually. They're putting on a lot of force here and really encouraging Lebanon to make tough decisions. So their structure is looking really good, and we have a scoop through.
Jin Zhulin scoops through and finds the pass, and China take an early lead.
It's that early dominance that China are definitely going to want to set here, and they are only going to get a boost from that. That was a really, really lovely play from them.
Lovely scoop from Yin Zhaolin, and then dotted down by Zheng Baoshen. Good start for China. Lebanon, though, with a chance to respond. And it's Mark Corey. Corey again with a pick-off. He's got Alex El Corey alongside him. Corey, El Corey, Corey again. And then taken straight to the line. Across comes Caden Anderson in the red cap in the centre of the park. Alex El Corey, Mark Corey, Alex El Corey again. It's on here for Lebanon to the right-hand side. Oh, almost a brilliant take by Yuma Bulfara, but just put down.
That's really unfortunate for Lebanon there. That was a really clever play. They stuck with the buddy drive there, so they only stayed in the middles, which made China think they were just going to stay there, and then they got that dish out to Link. So very clever idea, and I'm sure they'll be able to execute that as this game goes on.
Tough opening few games for China. Both these teams have played England, sorry. Lebanon lost 12-1, China 12-3. So expecting an even fixture here as China look to scoop through again through their try scorer, Zheng Baoshen. Around the corner comes Yin Zhaolin. Zheng Baoshen. Zhaoling again, over he goes to Wang Yihan, who's crashing over, and it's a score for China.
This is a really hot start to the game for China. That is absolutely fab to see. They have so much speed when they get on that ball, and there's just no stopping them. We'll see if Lebanon can actually put a barrier on this Chinese side, who looks so strong.
Lebanon lost to France this morning. China beaten by Wales. They've been in some tough fixtures against very strong, experienced sides. But China at the moment, looking for their first win of the competition. It'll be a huge result against a country like Lebanon, which of course has such a great history with rugby league. And of course that touch, it's only a hop, skip and a jump to get across the touch rugby from there.
Some beautiful handling skills on display here from China. Pretty much faultless by the looks of it so far. Every player has got that ball at some point.
Here go China then through Huang Boyu. And then Zhang Jimei all the way to the edge where Lam Kai-ku forced to turn it over.
A clever place to burn the ball as well from China there. They left it on the far side of Lebanon's box, which makes their life very, very difficult.
Caden Anderson goes for the intercept, but it's back with Lebanon, who could accelerate away through Matteo Alam. And then a good little run from Maria Kassadajin Dit-Kassad.
Made some great width there, Lebanon. They managed to get that ball over to their sub-box in very few touches.
But unfortunately have gifted China back possession. This under-15s mixed division was of course in action 2 years ago, but now you've got mixed boys and girls as well. An explosion of touch being played at this age group this year at the biggest ever Youth Euros here in Warwick. Here's Anderson. Pinning back his ears, a little goosey from Anderson, but he's well caught. Now they head towards the box. Here's Zhang Pengji. Little scoop again from Zheng Baoshen. Yin Zhaolin, Wang Bushen. It's again on here for China, but the pass from Yin Zhaolin just a touch undercooked, and Yihan was left wanting on the wing.
That was the perfect idea from China there, but just shut down by that really strong Lebanese defence. They saw where they were going with it, and they were not going to let them have another one here.
So Lebanon head to the box. looking to create a bit of momentum here. Around the corner come the changes. Nice dummy, and that's the start they're after. Alex El Khoury out there again with Mark Khoury. Great combination between the two. El Khoury steps off the right boot and scoots through himself. China missed the touch. Khoury over the top, basketball pass for Mark Khoury, but a touch is made. Good defense from China.
Yeah, that was a really crucial touch there that could have put Lebanon on the board, which China are going to really try not to do because they're going to build some momentum and get a boost from that. So they're going to try and hold them back as long as they can here.
There's the Chinese supporters to their boys 15 side on the touchline, trying to lend their support. The mixed team still pushing forward here. Anderson loves that little shake of the hips. Zhang Jimei, her last pass, just a bit off target.
They're looking so in control, China here. Their ball handling skills are just crystal clean. It's really, really looking like they're the dominant force at the moment.
Oh, it's a nice step, and there's half a yard for Lebanon to drive down the left. It's a great break from Alex El Khoury. Good yards stolen. El Khoury with Nuhad Boutros at the link, and Mark Khoury to his right. El Khoury to Mark Khoury. Alex El Khoury goes for the missed pass over the top, and it's just away from the outstretched arms of Yasmina Obeid.
It's looking really promising from Lebanon, actually. They've had a couple of really good opportunities here, and it's just slight things in the execution that are letting them down, but we know that the principles are there and they can put up a fight here. Lovely
drifting run from Huang Boyu. Certainly still everything to play for in this first half, just 2 scores in it. Got to say, the subtleties of China's kit, really impressive stuff with the gold emblems down the side. Lebanon in their classic colours, they're unique across all of their age groups, which is not something you see every day. Still on here for China, Huang Sheng with a long ball. Good acceleration from Chen Yinji, but Lebanon defend well.
Looking a little bit slow off the mark from Lebanon there. They're going to want to build some momentum as they go into this sub-off.
Well, the sun did come out, to be fair. It's drifted away now. Although I'm not an expert on the climate in Lebanon, but I feel like they might be used to it. That's a brilliant take from Matteo Alam, by the way, to keep the attack flowing. Here's Eric Chaya. Great pickup, off they go. Gio Maroon back inside, Maroon still going. It's a very good touch from China to shut them down.
They're really threatening at greatness here, Lebanon. If only China will give it a little bit so they can get through that hard defense.
And China happy to take the touches as they transition as well. Thing is, you talk about the pace of the game, and of course, because of the skill set on show, you forget that this is under 15s, as it's another darting run, this time from Hui Fankai. So of course they're not going to be firing at 100% the whole time. These are such young touch players, but you often forget because of the skill on show from both sides.
Yeah, it's incredible to see how much structure is being implemented from both of these teams. They're just absolutely textbook with what they're doing, and it's paying off.
What a take from Fankai. Well then, Hui Fankai is caught. So we laid back by Yuma Bufara. Gio Maroon. Bufara at half again. They're going to stick down the touchline for now. On comes Andrew El Haddad. Touch taken by Karl Aoun. El Haddad, Aoun, 2 over from the right, but Aoun will keep going. El Haddad, Aoun again. They're up to the 7 here. China got to creep forward, and now they retreat. Aoun, again, patient from Lebanon. They know they've got the touches. Eventually taken, but a slight miscount from Lebanon. That's a shame. Excited to see them strike at the line there.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I could see they were setting up for something, and they will get a second chance here. They're very bunched on the right-hand side, so it seems as if they're trying to get China to move one way to then rip it back the other.
Slight error. That's all that Lebanon need. Good acceleration, good delay on the pass as well from Malek Gossam, but it was just above clear Chameleon on this left wing. And again, look at the fast feet from Caden Anderson. Nice work round the corner. Touch taken by Chen Yunji. And then played on by Zhang Pengji. All the way around they go. And Zhan Lin takes off the handbrake. Zhan Lin just caught by Carla Own.
That was a fantastic run there. He had so much depth from receiving that ball to really gain that momentum and just sneak into the gap.
Yin Zhanlin, Zheng Baosen, Zhang Pengji, up over the 10. Good pickup from Baosen. And again, they're marching back here. China moving forward. No look, switch round the corner from Baosen. He tries to sneak through, but it's a brilliant touch from Yuma Bulfarah.
Yeah, incredibly well defended. That is the hardest kind of touch to defend when it's really unpredictable, but she read that like a book. It was perfect.
So changes in the offing. And since those 2 early tries, the game has leveled out remarkably.
Yeah, it seems like China just caught Lebanon being a little bit lethargic there, but they're not going to let them get away with that any longer.
Good scoop. And it's played on by El Khoury. And this is nice from Alex El Khoury, weaving inside and out, fires it into the path of Mark Khoury. And surely now Lebanon on the board.
That is exactly what we knew Lebanon were capable of, and it's so nice to see it really well executed. That has to be the try of the game so far. Only way is up for Lebanon here.
Seriously good touch. So elusive. Dropping the shoulder, shifting the hips. Alex El Khoury with a good assist. Mark Khoury runs a good line. The touch on Anderson, but he gets it straight back again. Caden Anderson just can't get away. Good defense from Gio Maroon. Anderson. Wei Fan Kai again. Anderson a little bit narrow. Trying to weave away for Maroon. Good touch. Fan Kai. Oh, it's just too high in the end for Yan Halin.
Yeah, that's really unlucky there. Their fast feet are incredibly promising. They can just dip and dart wherever they need to be and really fluster the Lebanese defence. That is quite unlucky there.
Teo Alam, and now Maroon with a good carry. Looking for the snipe down the short side. It doesn't quite work out for Lebanon this time, but you love to see that kind of attempted move.
Yeah, that's some great interplay between them there. That lovely little check back just to try and confuse the Chinese defence. I want to see more of that in this game.
Anderson taking the scenic route as they head towards the box. Good touch made by Claire Chameleon. Here's Wang Xiang. Zheng Baosen. Yin Zhenlin. Baosen. Zhenlin. Oh, he's scooping through. Lebanon caught offside. Looks to float it across. Brilliant defense from Yasmina Obayed.
The wingers have been putting such a shift in defensively all game so far for Lebanon. They are really proving crucial in this match.
6 more touches, though, I think, for China from here. Jing Baosen. And then taken on by Xi Sheng, and Baosen leaves it for Yin Zhaolin, who's over the line but kept out. Great touch by Mark Khoury.
Bit of deliberation between the refs, but that dive looked fantastic. He timed that really, really well, and they have another shot at this now.
Zheng Baosen. Yin Zhaolin, Baosen round the corner. Racing out comes Alex El Khoury. Yin Zhaolin. Baosen, the Chinese try scorer. Alongside the winger on the far side, Wang Yihan. They might look to head out there again. Round the corner they go. It's Yihan. It just flashes past her. But I think there was cover there for Lebanon. Nuhat Boutros shut down the space much better this time than when that worked out first time around for Zheng Baosen.
It's lovely to see so much creativity from both of these sides. It's really easy to get wrapped up in the structure of the game, but they're showing their full potential here and just having fun with it.
5 minutes to go in the first half. It's a big game for both teams because another win on the board for Lebanon do their confidence a world of good with big games against the likes of Scotland coming up still, whereas China still looking for their first win. In a good position to grab it here. Here's that dangerous attacking pair of El Haddad and Carla Own. Oh, they've just left it behind there, unfortunately. out of touches as Malik Goshen was caught. So China, long way from home, head towards the box. Chen Yunji. Yin Junlin. Touch taken by Zheng Jimei. And now the changes are there. Yan Haolin. Really good scoop from Huang Boyu. But the ball inside. Looking for Haolin. Only finds the dusty turf here in Warwick.
There's some beautiful fundamentals on display from both squads here, actually. A really strong dump. Great initiating of the touches. This is fantastic play from them both.
Lebanon with a bit of field possession from their first couple of touches. Can they carve out a strike as the changes are made? Off goes the likes of Andrew El Haddad. Don't mind that footwork out there either. Mark El Khoury, the try scorer. El Khoury goes straight through, but the touch is made. The half is caught. It's a great turnover. And it's a good spot by the referee on this near side, as well as by the Chinese coaches. Another really good little break. First by Mark Khoury and then Alex El Khoury. China stopped them again.
Definitely starting to look a bit dangerous here, but the Chinese defence was just too strong there. They really tightened up and crowded in on them, so they had no option but to go for that long ball after the scoop, but just a bit too late.
Well, the ball was a little loose as it was placed down by the Chinese there, but they're going to let them play on here. Seen some tough refereeing across this under-15s category, of course. We've talked already about how they don't let the standard slip for anyone, showing the players the full respect, as you said, Lexi, earlier today. Taken on by Zheng Baoshen. And then out of touches as Yin Xiaolin was caught.
It's a great opportunity for Lebanon here because they're not far from their halfway. So China didn't quite make as much ground as they would have hoped for on that sub. And now Lebanon are threatening their own line.
Commentator's curse strikes again. It's time for poor Lebanon as it's turned over. Something just hasn't quite clicked in this half for both sides, but perhaps not used to as much possession in the games that they've had tough times, but they've also both had close results. China really challenging Scotland, Lebanon beating Belgium, and a dummy comes in. It's a last-ditch touch from Matteo Alam. I wonder if they'll just warm up to this game into the second half, perhaps.
Yeah, I think that's been quite a recurring theme among all the matches here. You actually see the players learning as they're going, and the quality is improving as we go through the match. So I'm sure the second half will be the same.
Exactly what they're here for, too.
Yeah, it's really great to see.
Zhang Pengji, good pickup. It's these two in danger again. Zhang Baoshen and Yin Junlin looking to go wide, but that's a tough ball for Wang Yihan to take. So instead, Matteo Alam will drive towards the near side. In recent years, the Lebanon Men's Open against England was one of the most memorable games of the World Cup a few years ago. A fiery affair when Lebanon looked fantastic. And China as well. Of course, there's a seniors competition out in Japan in October, and I know Chris Simon's been over in Japan recently with some exciting developments, but for now it's a scoop through from El Haddad and then dotted down, and have Lebanon scored? Well, China were racing to get across there, and two players have come together, unfortunately. Thankfully, the Lebanese winger is able to sit up and hopefully back to her feet in a moment. I think she just caught a knee on the way through. It happens when you're a winger. You've got to put your body on the line, and the Chinese were racing across.
Yeah, that's the main issue there, and Blasic wasn't even rewarded with the score after all that hard work, but that is unfortunately something that does happen. You're being absolutely gunned down from both the ball and your opposition.
Well, nothing malicious about it. As we focused in on some of the fans here, of course, France are playing in just a game's time, so they've got their best seats in the house early.
Yeah, the support throughout this entire tournament from spectators has just been astronomical. I mean, it's really creating an atmosphere at these grounds, and you're just excited to see what's happening on each pitch. Well,
with the buzzer about to go anyway, the referees have called half-time as there was about to be a changeover so that the Lebanese player can receive the help she needs. She was able to sit up. She is being attended to by the Lebanese medical staff. So we'll be back in a few moments for the second half. Lebanon and China. At the moment, it's still China who lead 2-1.
Maintaining the way to finish the game, substitution buses, village provided, 20 fluid, 20 submarine, 20 shade.
Welcome back to our tie between Lebanon and China, which ended a few seconds early because of an injury to a Lebanese winger who's back to her feet, I'm happy to report. It is 2-1. It wasn't given as a score in the end to Lebanon, despite the great effort diving down out wide. Lexi, you spotted the call from the umpire?
Yeah, I think that was a really tough call. I think she could have possibly been in there, but it's a marginal thing. So touch was given, and unfortunately Lebanon are down a score, but they'll come out fighting in the second half, I would imagine.
So 2-1. Lebanon, who have already picked up their first win of the tournament, are still a try behind to China. China looking for their first win of the campaign in this mixed 15s division. 20 minutes still to play here at the European Youth Touch Championships at the University of Warwick. And it's Lebanon in the green and red, left to right, getting us started. A missed touch here, and straight through goes El Khoury.
I mean, what do you say about that? That is exactly how Lebanon would have wanted to start this half, showing us what they're actually made of here and spotting a fantastic opportunity, and with the pace to back it up. This is beautiful.
Why do we even bother fixing the score?
I know.
Alex El Khoury, try and an assist now for the dangerous Lebanese middle.
Almost looking like he was looking to avenge his fallen winger there, but now she's back on her feet and ready to perform.
Yes, very dramatic from Lebanon, as they have been at times in the Touch World Cup and beyond. Fantastic opponents to face. I think the kind of team that everyone wants to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're just so unpredictable, which is really lovely to see, and you never really know what you're going to get with them. You just know you're going to get a fantastic standard, as with China here.
Oh, lovely hands. Did she not it down in time? Chen Yuji.
Arguments from the Lebanese, but I reckon the ref is happy with that. And the score is given, so China return the favour there, and they're showing that they do quite like sitting one ahead, and they're going to stay there as long as they can.
Lovely hands from those two most important Chinese players, Zheng Bosen and Yin Zhaolin, putting in Chen Yunji for the score. China up by 1, 3-2 in their favour now. Lebanon looking to equalise again.
Got some real pace on display here by Lebanon. They have not come to play. They're here to show China what they're made of.
Lebanon on the 7.
A lovely 32 set up for Lebanon there.
China make the touch.
No touches left. Let's see what they can do. If they can get creative, we know they can. Fortunately, just a miscount on the touches there, so it will be a China ball, and they'll be looking for a strong subset here.
Well, what a start to the second half. Just like the first half, the tries came thick and fast and then slowed right down. So here come China as they approach the halfway line through Wang Xizheng, Yin Zhaolin, Zheng Bosen, just creeping forward. And then the press triggered by Lebanon, and that might open the space. It's incredible graft from Gio Maroon to get back there.
That was a beautiful sweeper platform they set up there, but well read by the Lebanese defenders. And a fantastic dish, not quite executed, but this is looking really threatening from China.
Good defence from Gio Maroon. And the Lincoln Wink, who have come over as well there. And now it's a long way back to the sideline for Yuma Bufara, but they do work their way towards the box.
It look easy, in fact. This is a really nice sub off with the little dummy there.
Maroon with the dummy, but he is caught in the end by Yin Zhaolin. I think there's tired legs out there for China now in this set.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but Lebanon are in a fantastic position as they come into the third touch there.
Those two again, El Khoury and Khoury, causing all the problems. El Khoury with the dummy, and a very important touch just at the very last from Zheng Bosen.
Such fine margins in this match at the minute, and it's really nice to see. Neither one wants to let up at all.
China head towards the box now. It's become a bit of a chess match, this game.
Some beautiful structure on that sub off and on the sub back on. They've gained so much speed, and that was a very safe latch there. Really nice to see.
Good hands from Anderson. Took a bit of a pasting by his coach at half-time for some of his antics, but I like to see a player with flair. Again, it's a learning opportunity for everyone at this level.
Yeah.
I think he was just encouraged to use his teammates a touch more.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it is one of those things where you've got to take risks and you've got to back yourself, but at the end of the day, it is a team sport, and they're all fantastic here, so it's really great to see all the potential on offer.
China win it back. Final pass for Lebanon, just found the green grass on that far side. Maybe the only green grass in Warwickshire at the moment. Anderson. A looping run towards the outside. It's good work from Yan Haolin. Oh, but the penalty reversed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. A bit of an overstep there. That comes with all the momentum they've gathered in those fantastic runs. As replicated by Lebanon here, they're spotting the great gaps and they're running into them at speed.
Huang Boyu forced to put it down. Good work from Mark Khoury. China still have Belgium to play. A Belgium side that Lebanon beat. Lebanon have Scotland, a team that China took close. There's still potential winning opportunities available for them. But with the playoffs then to come, these teams just try to climb as high as they can for the placement fixtures tomorrow. And there's a hand in there from China, so another penalty for Lebanon. Great chance for them to go level. Aoun and El Haddad, who have been good together, but have yet to inflict upon the scoreboard. Aoun, El Haddad misses out his middle partner.
Did really well to keep control there. Could have easily got caught as half, and that would have put them in a bad position.
Mark Aoun, El Haddad flicks it on quickly. One more should do it, but instead, winding back inside goes Malik Goshen. But I think he's been touched. Good defense from China. One last strike here, a hint of a 3-on-2, not a lot of space, diving from range, Karl Aoun, and he gets the score.
That is some really clever play there from Lebanon. They saw that there was a bit of a gap and the winger was just sitting slightly wide for China, and it just opened up as they targeted that link and had all the space in the world.
Didn't look like there was much on here.
No, they did really, really well. It was just spotting that slight distance and gunning it and just backing yourself, and really good to see.
What a dive from Aoun as well. Karl Aoun with Sophie Aoun also in the side. But it's China looking for the instant response. 3-all again, but how much longer?
Lebanon have drawn themselves level with that score, so they'll be looking to keep it that way.
So another chance here for China to quickly go ahead again. Zheng Baosen hands it off for Zhang Pengji. Jolin sliding over, but the touch was made. Great work from the Lebanese defenders there. Matteo Alam.
That was a sublime sweeper play, and the step back in was perfect. It was just really well read by the defence.
Really nice play from Eric Chaya. Plenty of metres for Lebanon. They should have a chance here. Let's see if they stay composed.
Yeah, they're already looking much stronger in this second half. I do wonder what was said at half-time to give them that boost that they needed, but they're looking very much in control here.
It's probably something very passionate. They give really great speeches, the ones that I've seen from the Lebanese coaching staff in the past. And, you know, of course, they won't have as much support as your France's, your England's, but the support they do have will be vibrant and passionate as well. China to this short side.
I've been so impressed with this Chinese subset. They've got it absolutely nailed, and there've hardly any faults in this, and they're doing so well to get a good platform to come back onto.
He qualifies because obviously his family's all Welsh.
Nice little
Caden
goosey
Anderson.
there.
Off he goes. Caden Anderson again, all the way to the edge. Eventually caught. Good read from El Khoury.
Lebanon have some work to do here. They're on the far side of their box, and they've got to try and get that ball to travel all the way safely, but well read by China there. Otherwise that could have been quite a nasty break.
Still as close as the game can be as we approach the halfway mark in the second half. El Khoury slow to the ball, but Lebanon cooking something up here. El Haddad, Aoun, try scorer now. Great pickup. Andrew El Haddad looking to get through as the half, but two men from China get back. Wang Fangke and Anderson both there to make the touch.
There is so much pace on display in this game. I mean, both in attack and defence. It's really neck and neck, and it is all to play for still.
Touch taken by Zheng Jimei. Anderson changes in the offing, but not before the ball's been turned over. That's a huge opportunity now for Lebanon. Off goes Karl Aoun. They're going to keep the same attacking pod on here. El Haddad, Aoun. You can hear the chat from the referees there, keeping China honest. Aoun with a go at the line, and I think he scored a second. It's Karl Aoun with try number 2 to put Lebanon in front for the first time.
With the exact same tactics that they scored with the last time. They just bunched in that corner to try and catch somebody offside, and they managed it perfectly. They'll take a lot from that.
I don't think either of those Chinese players just got onside quick enough.
I mean, it is the finest of margins, and the fact that we're seeing this at this level is incredible. It's just one step backwards and they would have had that. So being able to exploit that is incredible to see.
Well, there was the close-up of the Lebanese coach. Clearly what he said has worked a treat. Anderson, lovely step. Now we get to see Anderson at full flight, but Alam just about catches him.
I imagine this Lebanese side definitely has their eyes on Anderson. They'll know he's one to watch.
Good acceleration again from Eric Chaya. He is causing some real problems on the far side. Lebanon now lead for the very first time with 9 minutes still to play. Long time to go in a game of touch like this.
Slowly working up some momentum there, Lebanon. You can see them just increasing the pace as they get the way up the field.
Here's Corey. Runs them into the corner. Right option for Lebanon. But not the right corner, because China will head towards the box. Anderson. Caught by Corey.
They've reset really nicely here, China. They've got their width back and they found a gap.
The hole opens up for Yin Xiaolin, who will race through. Brilliant chase from Nuhad Boutros, but Xiaolin had enough in the tank, freshly onto the field to put China level again.
What a tremendous read from Xiaolin there. That was just, it all opened up for him. They regained their depth, but they saw that Lebanon hadn't quite recovered in their defence, and he definitely used it to his advantage. That was a tremendous run.
Zheng Baosen returns the favour. Those two in action again for China. But let's not forget at the start of that highlight, Lam Kei-Ku working hard to get back to the mark instead of being lazy and letting it drop, as Alam is caught just about. Mahoon, Alam, Gio Maroon, Matteo Alam up to the 7. Maroon, great pickup, 2-on-1 here, but instead over goes Derek Chaya. I think Chaya deserves the score. He's been really impressive in the brief glimpses that we've seen of him. He's always making meters. Alam also been strong. New middle partnership between them. Maroon and Alam with a missed pass, and it's a score for Lebanon. Yasmina Abed.
I mean, you really couldn't predict where this is going, could you? This is such a whirlwind of a game. With only a few minutes left to play for, it is still anybody's game.
I'm fairly certain that Abed was the winger down at half-time on the far side. She's got back into play again and has scored a great try. A really good take from Matteo Alam's long ball left to right.
Yeah, what a valiant comeback. I mean, she could have easily had her confidence knocked a little bit there, but she was not going to let it stop her, and that score will really help.
It's the danger men in the middle for China again, Xiaolin and Baosen. And they've made good meters already, with Wang Sisheng also out there. And Chen Yunji. Here they go then, little screenplay, and then looking to drop it on the inside. It's just knocked Gosson on the head.
I love this sweeper play, this pod, and they're really successful at it, so they will definitely be trying it again, I'm sure.
Baosen just about manages to sneak away from the link. Great finish, and it's Xiaolin to Zheng Baosen again. Just can't keep them out of the game.
And we are back level. You really cannot call it. It's such a back and forth chess match at the minute. Both of them want it so desperately. It's just going to come down to the finest of things and who cracks under the pressure.
Corey and El Corey. Know all about these two as well. And it's just dropped off for El Corey, but not enough space for him to attempt the dive. He's got Beaufort to his right, and instead he goes to Mark Corey, who has another crack, but is caught before the line.
That's really unlucky there. The ground is not optimal for diving. I imagine in any other conditions that would have been perfectly swept through, but it's just a little bit dry here, so he got caught short.
Back level again. 5-all. What's it going to take to split these two sides? I mean, if they do end up playing in that playoff later, it's going to be a cracking fixture. It may well be Scotland playing in the playoff against whichever one of these two sides prevails here. But that time they can't sweep through again. Yin Xiaolin.
This Lebanese defence is looking pretty relentless at the minute. They're quite a solid brick wall, and China can't quite squeak through. And now they'll be turning defence into attack and hope they can get themselves ahead once more.
Lebanon head towards the box.
Only one sub by the looks of it. They're keeping the rest of the legs on, which is a strategic choice. And that was a really nice bit of interplay on their box side. Unfortunately, not quite rewarded there.
4 to go. Level at 5 apiece. Both sides must know, Lexi, that they are right in this game. That just one moment of brilliance could see them through to victory with just so little left in the fixture.
Yeah, absolutely. You can feel how tense it is in this box already, and both teams will want this badly. This is as much a mental game now as it is a physical one. They know that they can both do it. It's just who has the crucial moment to see it through.
Great acceleration from Wang Boyu, but he can't get away. Boyu. Sweeper comes round. Anderson. Anderson caught by 2. But he wants it back again. Anderson caught by Eric Chaya, and Lebanon have it. 3 minutes to go.
That was a massive defensive set from Lebanon there. They really needed that. They've got to do everything they can to hold off this strong Chinese side. And now the tables have turned and China have got to try and do the same.
Lovely dummy, but an even better read from China. Almost a brilliant transition. It might still be on here though. Matteo Alam, who set up Lebanon's most recent try. Expansive from Alam, but a great touch from Wang Boyu.
That was a fantastic way to rebuild some width for Lebanon there. If you look on the Chinese right-hand side, they're a little bit sparse and they're just taking them every which way.
Maroon, Alam, Gio Maroon looks for Chaya, throws the dummy. Chaya in the hole! Brilliant race back from Wei Fankei.
I mean, there is absolutely nothing in this, is there? It's so tense.
Oh, and Maroon has just lost it on the pick-off there. But China could not be further away from their box. Risky little miss pass, but it works out. Good execution. Caden Anderson. Touch taken by Wei Fankei.
They'll be hoping to find a gap somewhere here, China. It's always really difficult to defend off the sub.
China have done brilliantly well to carve out an opportunity with 1 minute and 30 to go. Will anyone break the deadlock? It had to be these two, but it's a brilliant read by Chaya to deny Xiaolin. So much tension here in this mixed 15s tie.
I don't feel like I've breathed for about 4 minutes.
This age group is all about development. This fixture defines what the Euros is really about. Two sides from far afield who may never meet outside of a World Cup, competing here at under 15s level. And a slight error may have handed the game to China. It's floated across. It's a great read from Yuma Bufara. And China denied. Is this the moment for China to claim their first victory of the European Touch Youth Championships? Across they come. In goes the dummy. In comes the slide from Yin Xiaolin. Sent back to the 7.
This is such a gritty battle. Everyone knows that one slight misstep will lose them it. So they're really, really giving it everything they've got in both attack and defense.
Zhang Pengji lets it run. Pengji again! Has he done it? Oh, China are going to win it! And of all the players it could be, Zhang Pengji, the Chinese link, has popped up with maybe the biggest try in his young touch career. China have beaten Lebanon.
They have created absolute magic here. The Chinese box is going wild in front of us.
Oh, just look at the scenes in front of us. It is absolutely wonderful. What a moment for young Zhang Pengji. A brilliant game of mixed 15s. Lebanon denied their second win. China grabbed their first. China 6, Lebanon 5.
Absolute heartbreak for Lebanon, but they will have taken so much from this match. It was such a mental battle, and they did a tremendous job. There was absolutely nothing in it. They should be really, really proud of their performances here today.
And as you can see at the bottom of your screen, China offering gifts to every single one of the Lebanese players. Something to remember this tournament and this game by. What a beautiful moment. And what a great moment for two developing nations to meet in such extraordinary circumstances here at the University of Warwick. What a game touch is. Well, two ginormous fixtures for you up next. It's perhaps the most fabled rivalry in Europe. France against Wales. They meet in the women's 20s and the men's 20s, back to back here on pitch 1.
So if you are playing the 310 or 450, please listen up. And the changes to the 310 tapper are from field 4 to field 3 for the mixed 15, Belgium versus England. So this is the 310 tapper, mixed 15, Belgium versus England. You will be moved from field 4 to field 3. I will see this again later, so keep this in mind. For the 4